always pressure.
Okay. Y'all want to stand for the pledges?
Face the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Bow your head with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the cool weather this weekend. Thank you for the potential for rain, God. I just pray that you send rain to our land and continue that going. God, I pray for the hurricane victims and the first responders that are showing up to assist in that situation. God, I pray that you give safety to those around that area, that they may go home with their families, and just give them comfort in any of their loss, God. Pray for all of our first responders across the country, God, that you just give them an extra shield of safety, God. Pray with us, or be with us today, God, as we do the business of the county, God. Just give us guidance and wisdom that we may make wise decisions, and just go with us each throughout this week and just give us a chance to show your love and your salvation, God. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thank you. Just one more thing before we get started. We received word Friday that Larry Kaufman passed away. And, you know, he was a longtime commissioner here, I think about 12 years. So, but that's all we know. We don't know any details. So y'all keep the Kaufman family in your prayers. Okay. All right, the first item on the agenda is public comments. Do I hear any public comments?
No, ma'am, I didn't see any signed up.
Okay, thanks. All right, the next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Does anyone have any questions or anything they want to pull off the consent agenda and discuss? No. Do I hear a motion?
I move to approve the consent items as presented.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, the next item on the agenda, on the regular agenda, item 1 is to consider and or approve the PCDRS plan assessment for plan year 2025. Amy, do you have info?
Really, everything is staying the same as last year, unless there's something you don't want to change. We can always add or decrease any of our plans. So this is our plan as of now, and will continue to be next year as well, if y'all agree to that.
Anybody have any discussion or comments on the retirement plan?
Nope.
Are y'all good with leaving it the same?
Yes.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the PCDRS plan assessment for plan year 2025.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on that? All in favor? All right, item 2 on the regular agenda is to consider and or approve the purchase of ammunition for the sheriff's department. Marcel, did you have something?
Yes, ma'am.
Some info?
So we were looking at making a purchase of $3,885. Traditionally, we pull from our month supply budget. Unfortunately, we had to purchase vests or a vest for that out of there, so we're not quite at 38.
Get down low for
Utilizing the equipment budget for that. So it's just standard ammunition that we use on a regular basis for training, and we also need to re-up on our duty ammunition because we try to cycle that out, so we don't keep old ammunition on our duty.
Okay, anybody got any questions for Captain Hitchard? Do I hear a motion?
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
So, You said that there was not enough in the budget. You're gonna do a line item transfer from somewhere else.
Well, it still, technically it falls under, equipment as well. But we traditionally try to use the armor and supply budget. So we don't have a specific line item for ammunition, which I think that's something that was, maybe in the future we're gonna visit. But currently, the idea behind it was just, pull some equipment.
Which there is.
Which,
another
yeah,
in equipment.
There's, 25,000 plus on there. So, yeah, we did 420.
Any other questions or do I hear a motion?
Move to approve the purchase of ammo for the sheriff's department.
Second.
Okay, with motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, thanks, Marcel.
I appreciate it.
All right, item 3, consider and or approve any ARP grant projects. I think the first one is from Jennifer Roden and Jeremy Sharp from Adult and Juvenile Probation. And you all have a presentation.
We have a presentation. Okay. First, give you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
So both juvenile and adult are located over the annex and border. There's no security to the building, nor is there any type of security inside our office. Just with the clientele that we have, we're having very hard and difficult conversations. Not of them all are even maybe considered competent sometimes. So we felt like, or I felt like it for sure, that anyway, that we needed some sort of protection inside of our offices for our officers. So I have found Secure Tech Systems out of Irving, Texas. And what they are selling here is the Wave Plus system. It's the only direct response communication with law enforcement through a two-way radio system, which bypasses 911 or the need for placing a phone call in any type of emergency situation, and will alert law enforcement to a specific location inside of the building. The system also would be able to provide text message or email notifications to an emergency scenario, to like a department head. Secure Tech, I believe there's a cities inside your packet there. There's lots of different cities that they have their systems in. So they've been doing this for 15 years. They're just hospital, school systems, cities and counties as well. So, so about price, he's got a demo here of what that system looks like and does. Well, I'll have a moment.
Yep.
I'll let him.
Thank you.
I just need a plug.
There's one on this tower here. Then you can plug them in.
Sometimes, again, my name's Ralph Price. I'm with Secure Tech. I've been with them about almost 10 years, retired police officer, retired chief of police. Now I'm selling panic buttons, so I'm sorry that you have to deal with all kinds of stuff. But there is life after law enforcement, obviously. So, this county is in a very unique situation in that this system is covered under the grant money that you already have. So it's almost like the county can get a free system for nothing. Grant money is always good. We always have county, cities, schools call us when they have grant money. What makes us different? And some of you people in this, I'm sorry, you still standing. Probably have heard about the system. We're in counties all around. What makes us unique is that radio component. So this is a wireless button that will be placed wherever you tell me, under a desk, on a wall, wherever, but what makes us different, when you hit one of our buttons. You need to stand right there. It's not gonna blow over. Anyway, so when you hit one of our buttons. Oh, there it goes. That pre-recorded message goes right to their radio. So that's what makes us different than any other portable button, wireless button out there. Bypasses 911, bypasses dispatch. The officers are already checking en route. I know she had a security officer downstairs. It enhances his ability to get to wherever he needs to quickly because he hears that straight over his radio. It's called Wave Plus now because we have email and the texting feature. So everyone in the county that doesn't have a police radio, they get that on their smartphone and or they're sitting in their office, an email on their laptop or computer to let them know that county clerk's button has just been pushed. Uh-oh, I don't want to get in that, so I'm going to jump up, lock my door, shut my light off, get under the desk, grab my gun, whatever your emergency plan happens to be for the county. So that's what she is wanting to purchase for her facility. You will see she's taken the due diligence to go through the county and the second proposal there to cover the rest of the facilities that you see there with buttons also. And again, grant money is always good for this type of purchase. And you can see in there, we're sole source on this system. So there's not a problem there. I gave you the 5-minute tour. I'm available for questions now.
So when you say you're sole source, you mean just because it goes over the radio?
The radio and the other features that we have, yes. Alicia gave you the customer list. If you'll look on there, you'll see down probably around this area that already have our system.
I didn't see it.
I didn't. This 14,000 does not include radio, right?
Does not. I did talk to your radio up there, so we've already discussed that. He's aware of that. What it means for the radio, one for the radio for her facility, and then the other radio for the county facility. And we've been in business 30 years here in the state of Texas, so we've been around and not going anywhere else. It just didn't happen overnight.
And what's the price? This is up front, but what's the price monthly, annually?
Nothing. That's what they like. That's it. What you're looking at, that's,
So there's not a yearly?
there's no yearly, no man.
What you paid is 14,000, that's it.
What's the warranty?
It's on there, comes with a 2-year warranty.
That's just the only additional cost.
It's
warranty.
2 years from now, that would be the only additional cost. If you want another 2-year warranty, it's $950 for another 2-year warranty. And that covers everything. We cover not only software, we cover the hardware. If there's a problem, you call us. If we can't fix it over the telephone, we send a tech out to take care of it. Or if it's just a button, send you another button.
And we don't have to excuse everybody, but can we go into executive session I have a question I need to ask, but I don't want it public.
This
Is that legal?
This happens. Commissioner, this happens. Sometimes this is done in executive session.
Right.
And no one in the room has to leave, I don't think, because it's just a question I don't want online.
right? Yes, we can. It says that on our, yeah, that we can, adjourn into executive session at any time. So if that's your request,
Yes.
then we can go into executive session, section 1.076 deliberations about security devices. Let's make sure we get off the public
Why'd you go get her? No, we're gonna leave her out there. See how long it took her.
Welcome back.
Hours later. All right, so do I hear a motion to table the ARP? And we'll bring that back up at
I
a
move,
later time.
I move to table the ARP request for security for a later date.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? And Jennifer and Jeremy, thank you for your work on that. Appreciate y'all.
Sir.
Okay, let's see, we have another ARP. Yes. Find it. What'd you say it was, Alicia?
There's two more, one's with the tag office. and
Oh, yeah.
museum.
Huh? Oh, there it is. Okay, the museum has a request for some chairs. So they need 6 chairs. Six chairs. What's the price? I can't get mine to pull up.
2,600.
Now, the only issue that I saw on this, which is probably really kind of a non-issue, but we need this. Dee Dee is the one that sent this to us. She's the assistant museum.
Yeah, I would, the director usually
Right.
sends these requests, and then this one's just furniture. Can they not just put it in their budget?
They could, yeah, they could definitely
I mean,
put this
that's-
in their budget.
That's not really ARP. in my
It's
opinion.
20, yeah, it's a one-time purchase.
Yeah. And it only has a lifespan of 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Which most of us keep our chairs longer than that. As evidence about these.
None of y'all are fat people like me. I go through chairs like it's candy.
So
And I go through candy like it's candy.
is that y'all's request? Would you rather see that just be put into a budget item?
I think that would fit a budget item, but
Okay, I'll talk to the museum about that. We'll take no action on that one.
So while we're on the museum,
Uh-huh.
a project that I'm involved with, on the front, we're gonna repaint, resurface that. I told them probably not ARP, we're probably gonna put it in the budget with that. Do you want to see that as a ARP or put it in the budget for maintenance? Cause it's about $9,000.
I'd say budget.
That's where I was leaning towards on that side too. But if we have all this money that needs to be earmarked, we put it in the budget. We need to decide what we're doing.
We're working on it. Okay, tag office, Carrie, did you have something?
Teresa done all the legwork of what she wants.
Oh, this, yes, for the border.
Yes, this is for the annex. We did check into, putting bulletproof glass all the way across our counters. That's about 30 foot. And we did get a bid for $77,000.
I was gonna say, ooh, I bet that's expensive.
Yes, and we were told that it would be expensive, but I came up with a few things that I believe would make us a little safer and still give us some separation, to maybe deter, anything happening. I don't know how many of you are familiar with our office, but as you walk in, there's a half door. And we put a sign, please do not come through here. But We have other employees, we have vendors, you know, that might try to come through there. So we would like to put a full-size door there with a lock, so that we can keep that locked. And then also, a few years ago, we separated our workstations to where we could both have a tax and a highway computer. If y'all have ever been in there and paid taxes before, and we were running back and forth, up and down, well, we made it to where it was more efficient, and it's been wonderful. But our last one, right by that half door, we kind of had to compromise because it doesn't have, we all have U shapes now with our highway computer and our tax computer. And we have a credenza now that we kind of used for the second half of that U. It does block that doorway a little bit and makes it tight coming in, to be coming through that door with a computer that sits there on her desk. So what we were looking to do, we have two, when we separated, we have two vacant spaces. And so what we're looking at is moving her over to free that doorway up and build another U onto her end so that we're all uniform and all alike. The gentleman that gave us the cheapest bid is quite a bit cheaper, but he did do our cabinets originally, our whole counter area. And we've been very pleased with that. He's done some work down at the adult probation as well on some shelving, I believe. So then what we're looking at doing then, we have the little pieces of plexiglass that were put just in front of our immediate area. So what we're looking to do is just put regular glass all the way the length of the cabinet or of our
counter.
desk, the counter, so that there's that separation, because we have the little plexiglass where people come to the side and, you know, they can reach over either side. So that would kind of give us a little bit of a division between us and the customers, maybe hopefully a little bit of a deterrent. And then, of course, when we do change the desk, we would need to put new flooring down. And the bid is there to put new flooring in the whole tax office area.
Questions for Teresa?
So these are new, this person that is bidding the flooring, the cabinets and all of it?
No, there's two different places. Bob Bass, he's the one that did the original counter work. His is 10,000. I have it down below where the money is.
Right there.
Yeah. And then Anthony's floor care was the least expensive
For the
for the
floor.
flooring. And that 10,000 includes all the glass, and then it's, you know, we can't put like wood or, you know, a wall in between us because we've got to be able to see the customer.
Yeah.
So, you know, they'll do, you know, set that glass in with small wood in between, you know, each of our.
We said, I'm sure there's a pass-through little.
Yes, right now, we actually, when the plexiglass got put in, it got put too low, and so people keep jabbing their hands. We put red tape along there, and then they think we're closed. But little old people, they've scraped their hands, so we're gonna raise that a little bit, but we're also gonna put the metal
Speaker thing.
speaker.
Oh, that'll be perfect.
And there'll be a little bit of a wall by the door, right? There'll be a
Right,
bit of a-
right. That'll all be closed in where nobody can get unless, you know, they go through it, unless the door's unlocked.
Is it gonna be a metal? Is it gonna be a bulletproof door? Or
No, since we didn't go with bulletproof on the other, now if we went with bulletproof, of course, he has to do, you know, the cabinets and
Reinforcement.
everything, you know, if he does bulletproof, he has to do it all bulletproof.
Yeah, even that little wall would have Kevlar in it. And maybe not a bulletproof door. That's what we're doing on the rest of the annex. JP's office is put doors in that eliminate the windows. they're not bulletproof. I don't think you need bulletproof, but you need a door there that they can't kick in and then they can shoot it all they want. They don't know what's behind it.
Yeah, there's actually not, I mean, there wouldn't be a person directly behind that since we're moving that one section over. But no, I didn't do, we got him to give us the quote for the bulletproof. And we knew it was gonna be high, but we did it just so we know.
Yeah, that's a
So we have
lot.
that option.
It's a lot of area.
And even without doing the bulletproof, he bid like 47,000 to do it without bulletproof glass.
Got two bids on, the flooring and the other works.
Yes, I got 3 bids for the cabinets and glass. And then I just got the 2 for
The flooring.
the flooring, 2 in town.
Okay, anybody got any more questions for Teresa?
I know we talked about it. It's probably just a preference, but I really am not a fan of handwritten quotes ever. It just, and I know it's preference, but it's just,
Yeah, he's just an individual old guy that,
yeah.
and he's redone my old house. He
But
did- he
quotes
redid
usually
every-
have guarantees and, I mean, it has a lot of stuff other than just handwritten, writing things. Some of them, not all of them, but anyway.
I just kind of went with him because he was, of course, he was least expensive, but he also had, you know, they did those cabinets originally. And so I know what kind of work he does. And
Well, I know
Gary knows him.
we told one of our other departments because they brought us a handwritten bid that we didn't accept it. If I recall, just 3 months ago. So
That was accepted.
we did accept it. Oh, I apologize. I was mistaken.
Yeah, you did.
But he got with him and got a typed out official one. Yeah, he did.
I never saw it.
He sent it in. Cause Dwayne called him that day.
I've never seen it, so.
But it's just preference.
Right.
I never saw it.
Hmm.
I never saw it.
You
If it's
never
the one,
saw it?
if it's the one I'm thinking about, I never saw it.
Lisa never saw it and I never saw it.
A written one.
Well, if he sent it in after we approved it.
Hard,
then
it was a vehicle, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a border merchant.
And he also had, when they did those cabinets before, to keep us from having disruption, they built those like in his workshop. And then they came in and put them together.
That's what they did down there at adult probation.
Yeah, that way it doesn't disrupt our work.
And that was a workstation and cabinets.
And I'm always willing, you know, if they need to come in on the evenings or weekends or whatever, I'm always willing to meet them up there.
They won't be like this is just construction, right? It's not taking down a main wall or.
No, the glass will go higher than what our plexiglass is right now because it's not very high. It'll go closer to the ceiling, but it's not gonna go all the way up because that's a fake ceiling.
Yeah.
Drop ceiling.
You're not doing any electrical, nothing like that.
No, everything, all of that's already in place and it'll stay the same. Because the only thing we're doing is moving that one workstation over to the blank workstation.
I don't see any engineering on that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, engineering cost.
No, there's no support walls or anything like that.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
I like it.
Any more questions? Or do I hear a motion?
Oh, go ahead, Ben.
I move to approve the project for the tag office at the annex for $15,600.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, thank you, Teresa.
Thank you.
And that's it for today. the AR. Okay. The next item on the agenda is to consider and or approve the burn ban or rescind the burn ban.
So currently, right now, our drought index was a 220. But as of yesterday. But so we have some decent rainfall that's came through. Obviously, we have some, and it's been, we talked about this morning, our fuel loading is starting to increase quite a bit. So we all know what kind of situations you can get in when you have the rain, which is really nice to have, but it also creates a future issue that we'll have to do. Right now, that has protection.
You've got a 10th of an inch.
All right, and item 5 is to consider and or approve any action from our February, March wildfires. Do you have update on anything? Still working on the whole concrete situation with TCEQ, but
just- Just to let you know, the drop off point that we had for the ag, all the ag stuff and borders, it's 100% done, all cleaned up, everything's out.
Okay.
We're
great,
100% done,
thank you.
so.
All right, item 6 is consider and or approve request for use of the club rooms at the Border Library or Bridge.
I don't have anything new.
I don't as well.
Item 8, consider and or approve advertising, opening, accepting or awarding bids. What, I skipped one? Oh, sorry. Do what?
Number 7.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Consider and or approve line item changes, transfers and or budget amendments.
I just had some line item transfers for the departments, moving some money around to cover some expenditures. And then there was one request from contingency, which was approved by the Commissioners Court for the purchase of the network store.
Do I hear a motion?
I move to approve the budget amendments, transfers and line item changes as presented.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, now item 8. Consider and or approve advertising, opening, accepting or awarding bids.
We have the airport, house, the rebid on it is still going. We had to change the original dates because the first ad did not run in the 6/28 Eagle Press like I had hoped, and so we ran it in the 5th and the 12th. The opening for that, I'll come in on Friday, the 19th, so that we can still make a decision.
Okay. Oh. Let me see. Oops. All right, let me send this one around. All right, item 9, consider what? Sorry, I disrupted.
Oh, no, that's right. I would like to adjourn into executive session regarding the bid in consulting a attorney.
Well, our attorney's not here.
I'll call him.
We can call him.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so sorry. Okay, we're gonna go into
I'm back here.
executive session at
This
10:20.
will not be very long, I promise.
We went out at 10:29 and back up at 10:30. All right, the next item on the agenda is item 9, consider and or approve donations to Hutchinson County. Anybody?
Judge, was there any action taken on executive?
No.
No.
I didn't really have an item on there to take any action, so I don't really take any action. But thank you for asking. Okay, item 10, discussion of county judges and commissioners precinct daily operation. Anybody?
So I've been working to get a new desk for Robin Anderson at tag office in Fritch. And I was so confused because the company they came to measure said the first time they went, she wasn't there, and the second time they never heard anything about it. I have since learned that they've been going to the city hall and not going to where where they're supposed to go. I'm just going, I don't understand what's going on here. I got two different conversations, but the good news is this week we will be working on that. That was an item that I asked Carrie if we could budget for this year. And just my procrastination, I'm just now really getting to it this last month and a half, I think, is where I started focusing on it again. So we'll get that going, and that'll help with some security concerns in that office as well.
Still working on the maintenance projects and getting quotes for the library, and then museum, we're gonna wait, obviously, for the budget stuff, since we talked about that. So that's all I've got.
Anything?
Can I do like a shout out to our road and bridge crew?
Yes, you can.
So in the 3.5 years I've been commissioner, I have to say when my residents or citizens in my precinct call and tell me about a pothole or even some questions about a road or something, I'll call Dwayne, and within a week or so that pothole's fixed, or Mike's done something, or the road and bridge has got it taken care of. And although they make me look good, they do a great job in
Yes.
regards to that. At least in my precinct, I don't observe all y'all for these things, but with mine, just this week, I got a handwritten letter from a elderly lady that lives in Aurora Verde area. And she said that she's very grateful for Hutchinson County and the maintenance on the road, because apparently she's called twice in the last 2 years. And every time she calls, it's remedied within a week. And so I just want to say thanks to Road and Bridge for when I call, they answer, and I don't know who actually does all the work. I know I'm not. And so I appreciate, it's been really good. At least I told the lady I would give them.
Anything else?
They always get right on it.
Yes, they do.
Wayne, we get after.
Be good.
Requests for quotes went out to a number of for the ranch market, for the ranch annex, so I think the deadline on that's July 25th, so we'll see where we go from there. Okay, anything else on that agenda item? Okay, if not, item 11, consider and or approve sale of struck off tax properties or tax deeds. Had one, I believe, in your precinct, Chris.
Like
And-
to adjourn into executive.
Hey, Jerry, I think you can throw that up there. It's, panic button.
Yeah.
And then I think if you'll go down
Harassment.
two more, or not two more, maybe That,
It's exactly like that, by the way, though.
yeah, that one. That's the one that Eddie sent us. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it.
It's got more grass and overgrowth, but that's,
Just an
That's it.
empty lot.
they're giving 400,
And $1.
400 with an appraised of 800. Is that what I remember?
401.
It appraised at 800.
And so it's part of that auction group, and that's
That's
still over
Texas
50%.
Communities
So
Group.
I'll make a motion to approve that bid.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? That's the only one we had this time. All right, the next item on the agenda is budget workshop. No, I gave that to you. Yeah, thank you. And Tammy, Tammy contacted me that she had just one little thing on her budget. She wanted to address the court about your postage, right?
Well, my postage line item, I start out the year with 6,000 and as of today, I'm at 1211. And we send out a lot.
$12?
1,200.
Oh.
I'm getting off that bed yet.
Wow.
We send out a lot of jury summonses, judgments. Anyways, I'm just down to that amount, so I don't know if I should wait another month and just see how much I have left, but it's going down, so.
And the cost of postage
Cost of
is increasing in July.
July 14th goes up to 78, I think, 73. Yeah, it's going up.
Are you kidding?
I didn't know that.
So I'm gonna have to buy like $1 million of all.
All forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, forever stamps.
That's almost twice, isn't it?
No.
It's still at 42 or something?
50.
It's 68, isn't it?
Is it?
68.
68 to 70.
Oh, I was
That's
thinking
how
it
long
was
it's taken.
55.
I've had forever stamps
Yeah.
since,
I've had like 2 rolls of forever stamps. on my
yeah,
phone, too.
since forever.
It's 60 something now?
68.
Holy cow.
And I know we can.
Amy's got some really old
Here, but it's just going up.
You have some really old stuff.
I know, we do.
Once I'm
I
out.
have some from back in 2016.
So do y'all all use the same Pitney bows that here, it's all down down this hall? How do y'all keep track? I'm just curious while they're talking. How do y'all keep track of which department's using it?
We have a code that we put in
I think,
for each office.
We're gonna 11 today, so. I mean, I can wait a little while and see, but.
so you just need an amendment, not next year's budget.
No, she just.
She's just telling us that she asked that for that line item to be raised
Oh,
and
okay.
just telling us why.
Okay.
Yeah. So we still have some time to really set that figure at some point.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do, but I was
Yeah.
warning you.
Thank you for the warning.
I'm gonna have to go back.
And I did have a couple of
Because that was the last time I bought.
individuals asked if we were still gonna do the budget hearings for each department like we've done in the past. And with kind of a schedule, break them up. These people show up this day, these people show up this day.
I like that, but
I think that worked really well, so. Just.
So, yeah, so knowing that, and Alicia and I had a conversation and worked on the budget quite a bit last week and went through everything. But we don't get certified values until around the 25th of this month. So it's hard to really plug a lot of numbers in until you know where we stand with our values.
right.
So I propose that once we get those certified values, if we could have 2 meetings that we could go ahead and put on the schedule, one for July the 29th, which is a Monday. Have a budget meeting in the morning that Monday, and then again on August the 5th, have another budget meeting. So we can really concentrate on getting the departments in here and going over like requests for any additional money to certain line items, so we can kind of narrow that down, knowing what we've got to work with. So are y'all okay with go ahead and the scheduling those 2 special days just for budget?
What, August 5th and what?
It was July the 29th,
And what time did you say?
same regular time,
Okay.
9:30. And then again, August the 5th And then our regular meeting, of course, will be the 12th.
Okay.
So y'all okay with that? And then we'll get a schedule out to the departments, so we can really dive deep at that point. And then we need to start a conversation about what you all think about potential raises. So if we have some thoughts in our heads, then Leisha can get some numbers together and Amy. So we can look at where that's gonna land and not wait till the last minute on those
Yes,
would be helpful.
if you could like, you all wanna see
Like,
a 2% raise will look like, or
A
$100 a month,
or
or
a-
$300 a month, or
Right.
12% raise,
So-
whatever, just throw me some numbers and I will.
right, so if you all want to have a discussion about that, so Leisha and Amy can work on getting some numbers together, so when we get our certified values and we know where we're at, we can have some really have all the numbers in front of us, so we can make some decisions about whether or not we want to do raises. So what would y'all like for her to plug in?
Not percentage.
Yeah, not percentage.
No, dollar amount.
We've done it across the board the last 2 years, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I was thinking 150. What is it, 150 a month per employee?
Last year we did
And
2, right?
200.
Yeah,
Last year we did.
Yeah, and then 200. I want to see what those.
It was a higher inflation rate last year than we are this year.
You what?
We were a higher inflation rate last year than we are this year.
So 100, 150, 200, is that too much?
100, 150 and 200. Just run the numbers first.
Anything else you want them to get numbers for? Y'all good with that
I said no, but
for now?
it just says yes.
Yeah,
I was like,
she'll start.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else on budget? Leisha and I worked on the proposed budget, and I think Leisha's gonna make some changes, and then we'll get some numbers out to you guys.
I know I was kind of crunching numbers. We had our conference in Amarillo this year, but next year it won't be. And I was thinking our travel and training may have to go up individually since we're broke out individually.
Mhm.
Or I can stay with Ben in his trailer.
Do what?
I said, or I can stay with Ben in his trailer if we go to a conference together.
It's been a hard year, man. It's for the county.
Ben's like,
Then where am I gonna go?
we all just stay in Ben's trailer.
Ben's
That ain't gonna work. You better go to Plan B.
Start calling it the Airbnb.
It's a nice fifth wheel, by the way.
I don't have a fifth wheel.
Or what was that trailer?
I don't know. You was looking at.
Harder help.
Ben.
All right, anything else on the budget? Lisa, can you think of anything that we talked about that we needed to?
No, I can't, other than, I've made separate line items for the, ranch annex. For its own utilities, its own maintenance. I've kind of based the utilities off of I think it was the library in Borger. And kind of did a same estimate using that, kind of doing low, and if we're low, use some of the contingency funds. And then once we have a year of history, we can do a
Adjust
better,
accordingly.
do a better
Yeah.
budget on that.
Maintenance, janitorial supplies.
Yes.
And
Janitorial supplies, maintenance,
Utilities.
utilities, and a capital improvements line item for. Just like all the other facilities.
But you can't do those till we decide for sure
Sure.
what we're doing with it.
Yeah,
And I know we're just it's just a loose name ranch, annex. But I have people asking if we bought a ranch, if Hudson County bought a ranch. And,
It's our north for our east
Yeah.
40.
and so, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I just want to go on the record. It's the
It doesn't have
Stinnett
to be called that.
Annex. Yeah, yeah. But we did not buy a ranch
Yet.
yet.
Hmm.
I know they want me out there riding horses and working cattle.
Okay, anything else? Okay, we're fixing to get knee deep in budget, so y'all be thinking. And don't forget, I'll try to send you a reminder out of July the 29th and August the 5th, but we have a meeting, another meeting between them. So, anybody on your budget? Anybody got anything? Okay. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor?